school-kid. Okay? So you're entitled to do that when you see a noun modifying a noun. Okay? You can do that. Don't do that when you see an adjective modifying a noun. So when you see an adjective like tall, then you really know that it does work to say there is an X, and X is tall, and X is a kid. Okay? So that's our general approach. So it's just an ordinary day. I'm much too strange for this ordinary world. It's just an ordinary day. I'm much too strange for this ordinary world.
Hey everybody, I hope all of you are doing well. Hope everybody is safe wherever you are. I just finished attending English grammar class on Zoom, obviously. I really like this class. I actually failed this class before, but this semester I'm doing well. But anyways, I've been coming to UCI to attend my online courses. Oh, I'm not a student at UCI. I'm still going to SDSU. Because everything's online, we could be anywhere to attend class. We just need Wi-Fi. So I decided to come here to UCI to attend class because it's more appropriate, and I feel like I am in class since this is a campus. And so far I really like it here. However, in terms of Wi-Fi, that's kind of a hard part. That's why I usually come here ahead of time to find Wi-Fi. So how do I find Wi-Fi to connect to the internet? Well, I just asked a random student, a UCI student. I just said, I'm a student at SDSU, but I'm living in Irvine now, and I need Wi-Fi to attend class. And a lot were nice enough to let me borrow their Wi-Fi. Some have said no, but for the most part, they said yes. So connecting to the Wi-Fi here at UCI, that's the hard part. Back in SDSU, there was Wi-Fi for guests, but not here. So yeah, I really like this campus. It's a really huge campus, a lot bigger than SDSU. It's a lot better than being in the closet. I mean, attending my lectures in the closet, yeah, not much of a educational environment. Also, parking is free here, well, for now. So that's cool. So other than taking my courses here, I also stay here to study, sometimes to watch Netflix, just to chill. Yeah, I really miss being in SDSU campus. After class, I would just stay to study and do other stuff. I'm an extrovert. I don't like to be at home all day. I remember last year when the pandemic began, I was stuck at home for, wow, it really destroyed my mental health. But as cases are decreasing in California, we are back to the red tier, so we are able to come out. So I think I'll be coming here to attend my lectures. It's kind of weird. I'm still an Aztec, but I'm coming to ICU.
What?
No, UCI to attend my courses. I keep saying ICU for some reason.
Hi.
UCI. Sorry, UCI students, don't get offended. Yeah, I'm so glad to be out of my closet. But I'm leaving a little bit early because I'm really tired. So my class today is at 11 a.m. and I usually have to wake up a little bit early, and also I sleep pretty late lately. So I had to wake up pretty early to come here, hopefully try to find someone who would be willing to share their Wi-Fi with me, and yeah, but I'll come back later. I have a class at 4 p.m. And all the buildings here indoors were not allowed. Well, guests are not allowed. I saw some students, they were able to go in. and I'm not a student here, so. Also, it's pretty cold today, so I definitely don't want to be outdoors for too long. Yeah, it's really cold. So I've been living in Irvine for quite some time now. And do I miss San Diego? Well, no, not really. I actually like Irvine better than San Diego. I'm not sure how long I have to continue to live here, but if I have to live here for a longer period, I wouldn't mind. Like I said, I like it here better than San Diego. That's because it's safer here, more quiet, and a lot of delicious Asian food. There are several Hong Kong restaurants that I could go to, Hong Kong and Taiwanese. In San Diego, yeah, Convoy doesn't have any Hong Kong or Taiwanese restaurants. Actually, they do. There's Emerald and, well, there was China Max, but it was burned down last year. There's Jasmine, but that place sucks. I don't think there are any Taiwanese restaurants, but here in Irvine, they do. Very delicious too. But of course, I miss my parents. I miss SDSU. It's kind of weird. I'm coming to UCI to attend my classes in SDSU. I don't think I blend in. Well, yeah. Wow, it's really, really cold. So it's been exactly a year since we began living in this new reality, this new normal. I can't believe it's been a year. Well, that's because it feels like we never left March 2020. In a way, I feel like it's still March 2020. I remember I realized that things were getting serious when we received an email from SDSU. We received 2 emails actually. The first email said that all of our classes will move to the virtual setting after spring break. And those 2 weeks that we have left of in-person, it is voluntary for the instructors if they want to move to the virtual setting. And fortunately, none of my professors wanted to make the change immediately because they enjoy doing face-to-face instruction. So we had 2 weeks left, and at that time I thought, well, I should really enjoy these 2 weeks left of face-to-face instruction and being in school physically. However, 2 days later, SDSU, they changed their mind and said that the switch to the virtual setting will take effect the week after. Instead of having 2 weeks to prepare for this change, students and instructors, we only had a weekend. And because it was so sudden, everybody was very upset. I mean, of course, if things were going to change, we prefer to be notified ahead of time.
Many students felt like they were making a mad dash to quickly get out of the residence halls, only receiving that email in the middle of the day yesterday, told to get out by 7 o'clock tonight amid coronavirus concern. These Aztecs know clearing the dorms as a coronavirus precaution is for a good reason, but many just wanted more notice.
I'm annoyed with the administration because the messaging was so scattershot.
I was up till like 2 in the morning just cleaning everything.
I remember at least 2 of my professors, they didn't even know how to use Zoom. Actually, when I first heard Zoom, my first thought was Zoom from Flash. I thought people were still using Skype. So after all of my classes were moved to the virtual setting, I was very sad, of course, because for one, I don't like online classes, and 2, that semester was my favorite. I actually enjoyed my classes and I really like my professors. I also made a lot of friends too. So when everything went virtual, suddenly we can't see each other anymore. But at that time, SDSU said even though all the classes will be virtual, the campus will remain open. So at that time, I thought, okay, I'll just go to SDSU and attend my virtual classes there. But then the stay-at-home order was issued, so SDSU had to close down the campus, and it was mandatory for all of us to be at home. And that really made things worse for me, for my mental health. So from March until May, those 3 months, that's when my mental health was hit the hardest because I was stuck at home and I didn't know how long this was going to last. Although I completely understand that the stay-at-home order was the only way to keep us safe, in a way, it was mentally killing us. It was mentally killing me. When this all began, just being stuck at home, I was very lonely, worried, and anxious. COVID-19 was killing me without even infecting me. And there were a handful of people that I dearly, dearly missed and really wanted to see them again. I missed them a lot, and at the same time, I was worried about them, just wondering if they're okay. Although we were still able to keep in touch through technology, it just wasn't the same. Yeah, those 3 months being stuck at home, I was really going crazy. And the first week of virtual classes, it was terrible. I did not know how to use Zoom. I remember the first 2 days I could make it to class because I was having a lot of technical difficulties with Zoom. It wasn't just me. I remember one of my professors, semantics. Okay, I'm not gonna mention any names, but he also had some serious technical difficulties with Zoom. I remember he was signed off for at least 10 minutes during class. So during those 10 minutes, we were just wondering, should we leave or should we stay and wait for the professor to come back? And to make things worse for me, my favorite class that semester, my professor decided to not conduct the class with Zoom. Instead, she did a pre-recording for us and uploaded PowerPoints for us to download. And that's how she continued her class. And it's because I really liked that class. It was actually a lot of open discussion too. It was just really sad. Okay, I shouldn't say too much because I don't want to disrespect any of my professors in any way. And I'm not. It was a difficult situation, and I'm pretty sure it was a really hard decision for everybody. But anyways, during those 3 months, from March to May, my mental health was hit really, really hard. Even got to the point where I asked myself, is it even worth living anymore? And being at home, I also gave myself false hope because I wanted to believe that the pandemic will end in a month or so. And other people were telling me that this will last for at least a year or more. I did not want to accept that. I actually refused to believe that it will last for a year or more. It also scared me. And to make things worse, I kept Googling news, probably 10 to 20 minutes every day, hoping to find an article that will tell me that everything will be back to normal in a month, by summer. I don't know. I just didn't want to be told that it will last over a year. I remember some of the articles that I found really scared me. I remember one from Daily Mail saying that a vaccine won't be found until 2036. That really mentally scared me. Well, I'm glad we have a vaccine now. During those 3 months, other than grocery shopping, The only other time that I was able to leave the house was to work for my church, just delivering things to people. It was an odd job, but because I was so desperate to leave the house, I even offered to work for free. Also, not being able to attend church physically, that really made me sad. Although the only option was virtual church. I know hate is a strong word, but I hated it. So, compared to last year, I'm doing a lot better. Well, that's because I already adapted to this reality. Even though I'm in a much worse situation because, well, I'm living in a closet, while last year was still with my parents in San Diego. I guess I have learned to appreciate what I still have. I mean, I'm not really complaining about living in a closet anymore. At least I have a roof over my head. Like I said, I actually like it here in Irvine, and I wouldn't mind if I have to continue on living here for a longer period. And I don't know how long I will stay in Irvine. However, I don't want to think too much about the future because it's out of my control. I don't want to make the same mistake as I did last year when I kept predicting when the pandemic will end. How will things be 2 months from now, 3 months from now, a year from now? I just want to focus on the present. And it's cool that I get to go to a campus and attend my virtual classes there. UCI is a great campus. I'm just glad that I could be in an educational environment. I believe I could focus a lot more there than being at home, well, being in this closet. Lastly, I will say that I am very disappointed that I was so mentally weak last year that I didn't want to live anymore. I thought it was pointless for me to continue living since the pandemic would be around for a while. I wouldn't say that I'm stronger, but just more adapted. In a way, I'm still mentally weak, but I'm just not letting it to get the best of me. It's really, really cold. But based on what I saw on the news, well, I'm not Googling the news every 10 to 15 minutes a day anymore, but based on what I saw, seems like there is light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, we have a vaccine already. Actually, 2 vaccines. So, just be patient. I am patient, of course, compared to last year. Yeah, just comparing to last year when this all began, I am doing a lot better. Alright, I guess I don't have anything else to say. Alright, everybody, take care. Please remember to practice social distance, wear a face covering, and wash your hands if you're outdoors. Once it's your turn to take the vaccine, please take it. Because once it's my turn, I will do it in a heartbeat. Take care, everybody. 多謝收睇。
Too strange.